So the review of this pattern, I absolutely liked the style of the pattern, but definitely there's some errors in the actual pattern itself. So the waistband does not match the actual width of the skirt, which is not supposed to happen, especially if you spend 20 something pounds or more. I can't remember how exact price, but it was very pricey for the pattern. It was normal price, but if I'm paying 20 something pounds, I want it to be correct without errors. Definitely there was an error. The waistband does not match the width of the biggest size. I don't know if it's the same with the actual other sizes of the skirt. And then with the actual instructions, being severely dyslexic, I do struggle reading and actually understanding, but my teacher did read a lot of the instructions, and she would guide me by telling me exactly how to do it, by showing it me, like by pointing. That did help, but I struggled reading the instructions. If anyone has any tips on or knows there's an actual video that can follow instructions, do let me know. I'll absolutely try it out. But definitely, maybe if I do it the second time, I would definitely do things differently. Like I would totally this pattern definitely had a lot of stages of the skirt, different little parts of stages, which was really interesting. I have learned a lot in this pattern, and it was really, really interesting to see how it all came together. I definitely think the skirt was way too big for me, but then I feel like if I did compromise on the size, then I don't think it would fit. So I just need to find out, maybe for next time, maybe put a waistband throughout the whole of the skirt, but then I don't think it's flattering on the waist for me anyways. So I need to figure out another way for next time where it will look flattering, not too big, not too small, but just the perfect size. If anyone has any good advice, please send it my way and I'll give it a go, have a look, because I am still new with sewing. I have done sewing for a couple of years, but it's more like I was on and off doing sewing, and I wasn't super, like, I did bag making at one point instead of dressmaking, and I liked bag making, but it wasn't my passion. So I guess I learned how to sew in that aspect, but it's more like learning how to read a pattern and actually putting it into practice. That's what I need to learn. But I feel like for me, with being dyslexic and everything, I do struggle with things like that, but I feel like the more you do it, the more you learn. Overall, I definitely think I enjoyed the pattern. I definitely will redo the skirt again. I'll have to see what changes to do, and we'll give it a go. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. And also in this video, you don't see it, but after I try it on, it's still slightly too big. So what I did was, when I bought the skirt back, I opened up the waistband and I cut a bit of the elastic, pulled it out a bit more. I could pull a bit more out to make it a bit more tighter, but yeah, so I pulled out a bit more of the elastic. It was slightly more tighter and more better fitting. And then I also had to change the hem of the skirt as well. I did it a bit too close to the edge, so it kept flipping upside down. So I had to redo the hem as well of the skirt, but you don't see it in the video, but that's what I did. I thought the video would be too long if I carried on adding parts when I've already completed the skirt. So I shortened the waistband, did invisible stitching again. I forgot the name of the stitch, where you're hiding the stitches on the waistband, and yeah, now it's perfect. I do think, depending on what type of shoes I wear, or it do get stuck on the bottom of the skirt I think it might be slightly too long on the skirt, so I might potentially cut a little bit at the back of the skirt. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just gonna have to trial it, see it, wear it, and see how it goes from there. I think I will give this pattern maybe a 5 out of 10. I think it was okay. It could be better. Definitely could have the correct measurements on the aspect of the waistband to the skirt. So yeah, 5 out of 10. That's my rating for the pattern of the skirt.